Yeah, I guess technically you have to say that now we have a trade war at hand because overnight, as we all know, the U.S. has followed through and has imposed $35 billion tariffs on Chinese imports, and we had swiftly a response from the Chinese that they said they would be forced to retaliate. So it seems that we're now finally into reality that the new tariffs being imposed, and I think the question now is how, politically the dialogue will evolve and how much Europe will be integrated into this.
The Asian stocks largely ended up today, and the European market seems quite calm after all, and also closed upwards today. How nervous are the markets right now?
Yeah, I think we have to be very careful in reading too much into today's action because, as we've discussed a number of times before, markets obviously were well prepared that this would be happening. And although maybe some had hoped we would have a kind of last finish to prevent this, I think we have seen lots of negative reaction to this already, and we should not forget that over the last month, Chinese stocks actually are down close to 13%, and some of the European markets, including Germany, have been down up to 3%. So lots of reaction already baked in, and I think the reason why it's calmer today is really just, okay, now it has happened, let's wait and see how bad it will get.
So going into next week, what will the markets be watching?
I think clearly it is the headlines that we will be watching around the trade negotiations. There is a Sino-European summit coming up July 16th and 17th, and it's quite interesting that it seems that the Chinese leadership tries to present itself as uniting with the rest of the world against the U.S. And so I think the market will watch what kind of statements are coming out of there. And I think otherwise, and what we should not forget, there's quite a few fundamental data points coming out with regards to the economy, maybe some hints around particularly the U.S. economy, given that it has been so strong compared to the rest of the world. Some data points around consumer and inflationary data, so maybe some hints around the Fed. And last but not least, there is a summit going on right now at the country estate of the Prime Minister here in the UK to finally give us some hints around Brexit. So I think lots of political news to digest and a bit of fundamentals on top of it.
Speaking about Brexit, a lot of Swedes would like to see a hard Brexit tomorrow after the World Cup. How's the feeling in England? Is football coming home?
That is obviously, and I have to make a statement because I am not English, I'm German, so I've asked our trading desk to give me some insights here, and they obviously are very much with you that they hope that football is coming home, and I think it will be a very interesting match. But it's fair to say that I think the English football team is hanging in there very, very well, and just the fact that they won the penalty shootout gives them a lot of kind of moral support for tomorrow's match.
Thank you, Sonia. Have a great weekend.
Likewise. Thank you.